Hello and welcome to Road Trip. I'm Shannon Lanier. On our first adventure, we're off to one of Huntington's last working farms. I took the little Laniers to be farmers for a day and to see what all the buzz is about. Kerber's farm has been around since 1941 and is one of the last remaining working farms in Huntington.
Kerber's farm is an agricultural and educational farm that dates back to the 1940s.
Can we be farmers for the day?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have all sorts of programs here for both children and adults where you can learn about farming, caring for chickens, raising honeybees, all sorts of organic farming practices, and then even you can learn to cook with your own food that you grow. So you can go out in our garden, pick some tomatoes, go into the chicken coops. We typically get 1 egg per day per chicken. We have about 100 hens here, so we'll probably get 100 eggs today.
It's still warm.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
When you come to Kerber's farm, you can pet the animals and feed them too. And you can also learn fun farm facts.
One of those farm facts is that the eyes of a goat are striped. The pupils are striped, which allows them to see almost 180 degrees in front of them.
But my favorite part is hanging out in their award-winning bakery.
What makes Kerber's farm really special is that you can come in here and get some baked goods either on the sweet side or savory side. Fresh baked pies, apple pies, mixed berry pies. Some of them are on the Oprah list. And then also our savory pie pockets, chicken pot pie, shepherd's pie, pulled pork pie, and people sort of love the mix of being able to get something for lunch as well as something for dessert.
Can we live on a farm?
I don't think your mother would approve, but they do have Airbnb cottages. From Kerber's farm, we're the Lanier family on this road trip close to home. Okay, I guess I gotta buy some overalls to be a farmer. All right. Well, do you have a skateboarder or BMX enthusiast in your life? Maybe you aspire to shred the gnar like Tony Hawk. That means you go fast under difficult conditions. Just so you know, our Amanda Lee shows us how it's done.
We're at Level Up Skatepark in Brick, New Jersey, right off of Route 70, and we have the only professional indoor skate park in the area. Here we have hardwood floors, air conditioning, classes and camps, and everything for all skill levels to come level up in their skating sport. All right, coming in, you ready to skateboard?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna start with the basic, just kick and push. Yep, just pick it up, yep, and then you do a push. There you go, there you go. Good. She did great. It was only her first shot and she got on the board and she did not fall down.
Are you lying?
No, I never lie. And that was, she did really good. We just gotta keep going and level you up. Just put your back foot back a little bit more. Yeah, yeah, she got it.
So I'm the BMX instructor here at Level Up. It's a great facility. It's indoor, and that's one of the big things. You know, in the wintertime when it's cold out, having a place to go is amazing. Or in the summertime with the AC. When you come here, you're at a private facility. You know, so there's gonna be instructors, the owner, people here, staff. So it's a safe place to bring your kids and your family. It's a place you can go, learn on your own pace, level up as you like, and you know, learn to ride on the walls and do all the crazy stuff.
I think I'm ready to give that a try. In fall, probably. Well, while many gardens have peaks for the season, Nikita Ramos brings us to North Salem, where a serene garden is entering its golden hour.
Just like the rain, wash your worries and refresh your mind, body, and soul on this road trip close to home to the Hammond Museum and Japanese Stroll Garden in North Salem.
The Stroll Garden is meant to have lots of different viewpoints that you wander around and enjoy as you go.
It spans about 3.5 luscious acres to bring you along a special journey. You'll understand nature at a deeper level with elements from East Asia.
There's a number of really lovely Japanese trees. So for instance, this Japanese red pine here. This is particularly nice for this year because it's the year of the dragon. So I'm calling that the Hammond dragon.
The story of this garden dates back to the late 50s, when Natalie Hammond lived here. She traveled to Japan, which inspired her to build this garden with Japanese elements as a peaceful escape.
The way it's constructed is you're meant to walk around the path, but then also there's another path behind, and that is meant to be like being out in the mountains, where you are undisturbed by people and just reconnect with the natural world. Eastern philosophy holds that that is what keeps your spirit kind of grounded.
Inside the Hammond Museum is a collection of works from artists near and far. The current exhibit hopes to bring Eastern inspiration with modern contemporary East Asian and Asian American works on paper.
It's an art form that's very old, very important, but has been largely currently overlooked. So I hope people will find something new to be interested in.
It's a place that blends art and nature into a beautiful stroke of serenity as it blooms into its golden season.
We are coming into the very, and there's the first few leaves I see over there.
Oh yeah, they're turning red already.
Exactly. And so this place is just gorgeous in the autumn.
What a great place to say goodbye to summer and hello to autumn with a touch of East Asia on this road trip close to home.
Wow, so relaxing and beautiful. And if you are looking for a beautiful escape, how about stepping into an interactive exhibit of otherworldly environments that weave between reality and worlds beyond? Visit this experience with Jordan Kassane as our guide.
Hold on tight.
Well, don't just stand there. Look around you.
Into the Interverse we go.
We're all made of stardust and everything is interconnected.
It's an otherworldly, immersive, and interactive experience exploring Earth, air, water, and the ether while keeping your feet planted right here on Earth.
This is an exploration of various timelines and various places and a couple surprises along the way.
Part one of the 5,000 square foot out of this world journey begins right here in the Dome, where guests truly become immersed in the Interverse.
These sensors detect people and they send the data to projectors or a screen, and you are then represented on these screens in real time in an artistic way. So that's a part of the art, is being able to see yourself in a different way, and it's truly interactive insofar as that you can move your hand and instantly you see a reflection of that, almost as if it's a mirror.
Guests playing with their shadows, playing with light, and with each other before making their ways into Zone 2, the Hanging Gardens, which is scented like flowers. Next up, the Volcano Room, which ignites all 5 senses too. Anyone else in here get a whiff of brimstone? The otherworldly journey then continues into Inter's newest exhibition.
The Internet, and that's it's the first tree net built out in an urban environment, and it's essentially 80,000 feet of paracord that are woven together that creates this jungle gym, and it's pretty mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing parts of the journey that bring parts of the concrete jungle indoors, or help New Yorkers escape the world of the Big Apple altogether.
Being able to step off of the the craziness of Canal Street and Broadway, which is one of the busiest intersections in New York City, and kind of walking into this like really comfortable and calm environment.
And back into the real world we go. Interverses are constantly changing, so be sure to stay with us right here on 12 for the latest. In Soho, I'm Jordan Kassane.
100 magnificent elephant sculptures are migrating across the country to share their story with the world. Their next stop, New York City. These life-size beauties are coming to the meatpacking district until the end of October. The exhibit is promoting coexistence between humans and wildlife. To learn more, scan that QR code. Superheroes, villains, and other costume characters will descend on Manhattan for the annual New York Comic-Con from October 17th to the 20th at the Javits Center. This convention celebrates comic book culture where fans can meet creators, celebrities, and each other. Scan that comic book at the bottom of your screen for more information. Welcome back to Road Trip. I'm Shannon Lanier. An old Lyme resident dedicated to conservation left his beautiful home to the Audubon Society so that people could enjoy nature from his special spot. Photojournalist Lori Goliath introduces us to the father of the field guide.
Education is the big part of what we do here.
We are at the Roger Tory Peterson Estuary Center. We are based in Old Lyme, Connecticut, along the banks of the Lieutenant River.
This is a sanctuary, so it's a wildlife sanctuary, but we're a little different than some other sanctuaries in that we are more similar to what you might find in your own backyard.
We have multiple gardens on our location in our sanctuary. Some are dedicated for native flowers, some are dedicated for pollinators, some are organic for children to learn and grow both vegetables and herbs.
You know, people can come here and learn about what they can do in their own yard.
Here at the Roger Tory Peterson Estuary Center, we want to inspire children and adults of all ages to be outdoors, to learn and see the beauty and take a moment for yourself. Walk the paths, walk the grounds, read the story of our story walk.
Folks can come here. It'll be a seasonal rotation, so there'll be different stories as well. But it's a great attraction. The kids love it, the adults love it.
Come in and see the original lithographs and sketches of Roger Tory Peterson, who was a member of the Old Lyme community. He knew right away that this was a special spot to see and enjoy nature.
Peterson lived here for about 40 years.
He created his studio here, he started watching birds, and listening and reading his stories, you learn you need to take a minute to enjoy the outdoors.
If you have a field guide at home, a Peterson field guide, that's Roger Tory Peterson. He kind of helped develop the modern field guide with his Peterson guide back in the 30s.
The what, the how, the who, the where, the size, the population of the bird.
And he was just one of the most important figures in conservation and education and ornithology in the world, really. We have original artist proof of his paintings and some sketches as well, some original drawings that kind of show his process of setting up a field guide, his field guide. It's not every day that you get to see his original artwork and his sketches.
Here at our children's cottage, which is newly opened and renovated, there are 2 wet lab classrooms and outdoor classrooms for children to experiment, get muddy, get dirty, and take data and learn about science and do science.
So it's a pretty unique little space, and it's also really important to spread the name of Peterson and also his message of conservation and education.
It's spectacular.
Wow, what a beautiful and serene place. All right, and now we're off to a new pop-up experience that lets you share a piece of your heart or maybe get something off your chest. Everyone has a story to tell, and Jordan Hussein introduces us to a project where strangers connect through words.
Tucked away in a downstairs corner of the Oculus World Trade Center sits the Strangers Project, a deeply personal pop-up experience where stories
are the most universal human thing we have. Everybody has one.
Find the power to thread us humans together. People from all over the country putting pen to paper and sharing their deeply personal, deeply moving stories about love, loss, fear, trials, and triumphs, finding common ground even amongst strangers.
For some people, it's a very therapeutic experience. For other people, it's fun. Some of the stories are hilarious. Some of them are deeply moving, but it's really a space where everyone kind of has a different experience with it, and I just wanted people to explore the stories of people we share our world with.
Little words that act as reminders of our shared human experience. Experiences guests get to share in their own unique ways.
Everyone can kind of guide their own experience. The stories are free and open for people to come in and just read. Anybody can write, but it's just an open space where you can come ask me questions about the project, you can read, you can write, it's completely up to you.
Founder of the project telling us he started the venture back in 2009. Since then, 95,000 heart-filled, handwritten anonymous stories line the walls of the Strangers Project as the pop-up makes its way around the nation.
This is from last Sunday. People come in, they're all written in person.
About 1,500 stories hanging at this location alone.
People come in and they say they feel some kind of energy shift when they come in here, just being surrounded by these thousands of stories and sharing this space with strangers.
One person's pre-proposal note, part of the collection, the note from a grieving daughter to her mother on Mother's Day.
People get really emotional in the space. We have tissue boxes all around that say "in case of feelings." Definitely go through a lot of those.
Notes penned by former addicts, notes penned by me, and messages of hope and inspiration decorating the walls too.
It's just about exploring this diversity of everything people share And I just wanted to find a way that everybody could be included, everybody could be a part of this thing that would just continue to grow over the years.
It's a special space that helps strangers step back out into the world, feeling a bit less alone. For Road Trip, I'm Jordan Kissane.
For decades, the Hudson Valley Garlic Festival has welcomed all to celebrate all things garlic. How does garlic ice cream sound? Maybe garlic fudge is your thing? Well, if you can dream it, you'll probably find it here. So come by and buy inspired foods, watch cooking demos, and you can even listen to some pretty cool music. If you love that stinking rose, mark your calendar for September 28th and 29th. Calling all Bravo fans, there's a Diamond and Rosé experience in New York City that will have all the housewives talking. Indulge in Bravo-themed bites and cocktails while you are reliving some of your favorite TV moments, trivia, bingo, and photo ops while you are immersed in luxurious surroundings. For all the table-flipping fun, scan that QR code. The Soundside Music Festival is coming to Bridgeport, Connecticut. The two-day event is featuring the Foo Fighters, the Goo Goo Dolls, Boys to Men, and New England favorite Noah Kahan. This weekend of music is September 28th and 29th at Seaside Park.